Good morning, afternoon, or evening, everyone. My name is ShockWavee, and today we're going to be doing a mini Splatling guide. I've actually got a lot of requests for this weapon specifically to be done in a guide since I played this myself. Out of the 3 weapons I play, I have a decent amount of experience with it, and I think there's a lot of things that people are confused about. Is it just like a painting weapon? Can you actually get kills with the weapon? So we're going to be diving into that today, and as always, if you have any questions, join Discord server, open to anyone. Feel free to chat in there, meet new people and whatnot. I stream every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday as well on my Twitch, link in the description below. Don't think there's anything else, so we'll just get straight into it. Alright, so the first point under every guide I'm going to do is I'm just going to name some gear abilities and my thoughts behind picking them, having them as either like main abilities or primary abilities, and then like secondary. So for the mini Splatling, I recommend run speed and ink resistance. Those two are the most important when it comes to using a mini Splatling. It increases movement speed, and then ink resistance helps you not get stuck in ink as much since you're standing up a lot and shooting compared to other weapons where you shoot a little bit then you go into your ink. So yeah, there's a run speed and ink resistance for the 2 primary, and then secondary we have pretty much just your, I like to say, utility subs. You have like quick super jump, bomb defense, special saver, maybe a little bit of swim speed if you want to. You can use a little bit of ink recovery and a little bit of main saver or some sub saver depending on what kit you're using, if you want to throw burst bomb, or even sometimes special charge if you just want to be a special spammer. And of course we'll get into that a little bit later when it comes to your special. But yeah, that's pretty much everything under the gear abilities we have there. The next bit is going to be your movement. Your primary movement with the mini Splatling is just going to be your strafing left to right while you're shooting. Obviously this is really common if you already play another Splatling. You'll just feel like you're moving much faster, especially if you're using run speed on this weapon. You're going to be strafing left to right really fast, and obviously you have your normal sub strafing, your ledge cancelling, and all the rest of it. So that's actually kind of everything on movement. I'll probably have some examples on the screen of me just playing the weapon and how I move around the stage. So like I mentioned before, with your aim drills, you really want to be practicing these, getting used to the movement speed, because I'm pretty sure it's the fastest weapon in the game while you're shooting left to right. But yeah, especially when you're versing opponents that are also on the move, it's good to be able to get muscle memory down for if you're moving one direction and then moving the other direction, you can still keep your aim tracked onto that opponent that you're fighting against. So this can take a lot of practice just to be able to track the opponents while you're moving and they're moving. When it also comes to aim drills, you can also practice your burst bomb combos if you're playing the normal Splatling. Obviously you can't practice that with any of the other 2 variants because you have a mist and a killing bomb, so you can't really combine those 2. So practicing hitting them 3 times and then keeping your aim on target so you can throw a burst bomb to finish off the kill. Just little things like those. Of course I have examples on the screen as always to show you guys some examples. For your role as a mini Splatling, this is always going to get confused when you're a support player. I'll probably make a future video on this on how to actually play support, because there's a lot of confusion if you're literally just painting the whole time, or if you're actually like participating in like slaying with your teammates, if there's some type of slayer on your team and you gotta help them out, whatnot. So I'll do a quick short version here, and then I'm likely going to make a full version, full blown out version, explain everything depending on what kind of weapon you're playing, how you should actually be playing those support weapons. So for a mini Splatling, you're like a midline, frontline hybrid with the ability to paint. You have a burst bomb that can be lethal if you combine that with your main weapon, or while someone else is partaking in a fight and you're going to help them out and create that 2v1. So your role, basically I see it as at the start of a game, you might paint for your special, or you go around the objective, you paint that map for your teammates there. And then you use your special, you use your sub weapon, whether that's burst bombs, toxic mist, killing bombs, not too useful for helping your teammates. That obviously just help you get around the map much quicker, but you're using those subs and specials to help your teammates create a push, get the kills you need, and to push the objective. I'll just give a basic example of, just say, splat zones. at the start of the match, I'll paint for missiles if I'm playing the normal Splatling. I use my missiles, and then once you use your special, then you go for kills, or you help your teammates get the kills in their fights that they're in. And then once that's over, once the other team's either 2 or 3 down, or you're 2 or 3 down, you go back to getting your special, painting up, etc, etc. So it's kind of just a little loop. Of course, sometimes once you use your special, it might still be a 4v4 or a 3v3, and then that kind of comes into where the confusion comes in. So in that point, you still want to be painting the map, but you want to be aware of where your teammates are, if you can go help them get kills, or if you should be taking fights yourself. Of course, you don't want to be full on engaging in a fight unless you have a really good matchup against someone that has much shorter range than you, so like splatter shot range or less. You shouldn't really be engaging too much unless you're flanking, for example. Again, I'm going to do another video in the future about flanking and what weapons you should be doing that and how you can flank effectively, so keep an eye out for that. But for this example, with a support weapon, you shouldn't be flanking too much. You should obviously be keeping as much paint in mid as you can for your teammates. See, that's pretty much everything under your role. You're basically painting, helping your teammates, using your subs and specials to help push forward, get kills, and then you once again push the objective. And you, as a support player, should either be doing the objective, or you should be at least around the objective, and you shouldn't be completely ignoring it and going to the front lines and getting kills 24/7. You should be helping your team push the objective, or be doing the objective yourself. For my fifth and final point, again, I touched on this in like your role as a mini Splatling player, but your special can be, especially with the mini and the 3 classes it has, your special is crucial. So you have, obviously for the normal one, you have missiles, the Zinc mini you have Storm, and then the Kensa mini you have Stamp. So these obviously pretty much 3 different specials. Missiles is almost like a aggro, like defensive one. Storm is like a slow, patient special that you slowly move forward with, and Stamp is just full out aggressive special. So in what way you use those, I have the most experience with the normal one when you play missiles, and the way you use that is you missile, and then they will scatter. They'll either clump up or they'll scatter. And then I try and use my burst bombs as much as I can to aim at opponents, because they should already be a little bit damaged by your missiles, and you'll either get a kill or you'll help someone out if they're rushing them in the process. So anytime you missile, you just want to be rushing that area that you missile, whether that's in the zone, on the tower, if someone's flanking, and you just want to get them out of that area. So basically missiles is kind of like a bigger bomb, a bigger sub weapon, where it's like used to clear an area rather than directly getting kills and helping out your teammates, even if they're in a fight as well. For Inkstorm, this is used to move out your opposition, kind of like zoning out an area. So just say you throw your Storm in one direction, basically the opposition can't go through there, and even if they do go through there, they've got to come out towards you, or they've got to back up. So it's kind of like a zoning special, where just say you put it like next to the zone or behind the zone, they can't stand there. Like, they can't stand in the Inkstorm, obviously. They'll either have to jump onto the zone, or they have to back up completely. So again, just like a zoning special is Inkstorm. Stamp, for example, obviously used as a really aggressive special. Either use it by yourself. There's no way you can really combine a hammer with a different kind of special, so you're kind of on your own, unless you've got like someone next to you just with their main weapon, whatever, not with another special. I guess you could use it with like an inkjet kind of thing, but that's a little bit too hard to combo because the hammer's range is really small. But again, with this special, you just want to be playing patient, letting someone come to you. Again, it's not that bad for you to kind of go head on to someone, because they're going to have to scatter, move out, get pushed back. Yeah, I think that's pretty much those 3 specials all covered. So yeah, that's pretty much 5 things. I always like to do 5 things under my mini Splatling guide. Again, if you have any questions, got Discord server open to anyone. Make sure you jump in there. I stream every Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday if you have any questions. And again, like I said, throughout the video I'll be making a larger video on how to actually play support. But yeah, for now, thank you all for watching. Again, if you like the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Support is greatly appreciated. Subscribe, all that. Twitter, anything else I might have, link will be in the description below for all that stuff. And yeah, I hope you have a good morning, afternoon, evening, and I'll catch you on the next video.